welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back again. Sorry for my absence of a proper video editing. I have been sick, as you all know. I had the COVID, I had the dreaded lurgy, and it was awful. First time I've had it, and never again, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I've still got a little bit, so if you do hear me clearing my throat, my apologies up front. I can't help it. So, yeah, just a quick one on the guitar for those who's following. I did do a second layer on the guitar. I wasn't happy with the second layer of the guitar, to be perfectly honest. Not 100%. I love it, but it's not what I envisioned. And I did a different product in it, a different colour of blue, and I lost the colour shift underneath layer. When I was recording doing that process, unfortunately, I didn't realise I didn't turn the camera around. So all you got was a picture of the ceiling. So I lost that video completely, and the sound with the video of a ceiling didn't really cut it for me. So here I am. I thought, let's move on and start something new again. Now I filled up my Let's Resin with my Let's Resin. I bought it in bulk, 1.5 kilos, because I love this. So I'm going to use this now on this latest project. Now I'm revamping an old video I did, UV pendants, that was a real hit. And so I thought I'll redo that, and we'll have a go and have a play and see what we can do. Have my curing machine ready at hand. And yeah, I just thought we'll use some different products today and create some new ideas and see what we can do. So yeah, these ones here are and all these blue ones. So you can see the difference in the blue for the second layer from the bottom layer. That's why it covered it up. It was a bit too opaque. The white mixed with the blue product I used, which was Bondi Blue tint, and yeah. Anyway, I love the Bondi Blue tint, don't get me wrong. So these little pendants here are gorgeous. I love them. And so I thought, yeah, let's do these. And these ones are already bought. I just need to put them into it. I'm going to put them into a key ring for a friend of mine who's ordered them off me now. So they're out of the way. And these were the other ones. These were done at the same time of those pour. These ones were done at the second pour, and yeah, they're not the same as these. These were done with the Let's Resin Colour Shift powders mixed into the resin, so they're a lot more transparent and they're beautiful. And the white then mixed through with it just nice. It didn't like take over. These are what I'm planning to do, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. Now I'm not going to use the Let's Resin chameleon powders today. I'm going to use everything apart from the UV resin, Colour Passion, and see what we can get, what effects we can get. I'm going to use Interference Green. These are powders. Blue Interference. Violet Sparkle Interference. Violet Interference. Max White Sparkle, which I did lose. I couldn't find it for ages, and then I remembered where I put it. Thank heavens, because I love this. This is one of my best products. Goes with everything. Hopefully this video is not too long. If it is, I'll do it in 2 separate videos, because there will be a lot of fiddling and curing. So my editing is going to have to be on par. Yeah, this one here with the bubble beads, the iridescent bubble beads here. These are just beautiful. And if you can see the colour in there, they're just stunning, from Colour Passion. And I used the black. I then put on colour shifting powders, and I then put the iridescence on top of it. Can you see? And they're stunning. So we might do something like that and see what we can do. And then I did the same with this one, but I only put the iridescent beads at the bottom of the teardrop. Can you see? But that, having the colour powders underneath them, really enhances that iridescence, and it's beautiful. So I thought I might try and replicate that today with them. So what I do with these is I put them in a container, I put a little bit of the UV resin on, mix them together and let them sit, because the UV resin will not go off until you add UV light to it. So you can keep them mixed up for as long as you need. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got my little pot there for that, and I've got a few pots here. And these are my little pots for mixing. They're really quite handy, so I've got a few of those available. And I've got a few sticks, and I've also got a dotting tool for bubbles. So yeah, and I've also got a, let me get that down as well if I can. Long neck lighter. Just pull that down. There we go. So I'm going to mix these, which I've not opened yet and I've not tried yet. So we're going to try them together with the UV, and it's going to be something really interesting to show if we can cure mica powders in with UV resin, because I've seen a comment today about it and I thought I'd give it a go. Let's see what we can do. All right, so let's go ahead and mix. Now, you don't need, for the bubbles, a lot of UV resin. Okay, we don't need to mix up loads of them. I'm going to put the lid on to protect it from UV light, potentially. Let's get, look at those, aren't they stunning? Can you see that? Can you see it? Gorgeous. From Colour Passion. I'm just going to get a little scoop. Just do 3 scoops for now with my little tiny spoon. Get them out. Oops. Here we go. Now these are not very good for mixing, so we use a little tiny pop stick and just mix them in. Maybe I'll do some more. There you go. And they just produce little bubbles. I'm going to put a couple, a bit more in. Oops. And they're also different sizes too. Just thinking of doing a few different things here, so I'm going to just make a few of them. They last forever, these things, honestly. There we go. That's better. So we've got quite a few in there. They're covered in resin, but it's not like loads of liquid resin. It's like a lump of bubbles, sea bubbles. There you go. And there you have it. So it's just basically giving it a quick coat. Let's mix up some UV with some colours. Get everything ready. And then also I want to do, so I'll do 2 different types. I'll just do a little bit of colour. I don't need a lot of each colour. And I am going to put my gloves on as well before I start messing, really. Should have had my gloves on beforehand, because you want PPE on. Even UV resin is just as bad as epoxy resin. So you need to take all precautions, okay? Don't do what I'm doing right now. Let me get my gloves on. Do the right thing. Protect myself. Plus, it's easy to clean up off your hands, isn't it? You can't get resin on your skin because it will... Some people are very allergic to it and have a really bad reaction. And other people, it can make them very sick. So you have to be very careful. All right. So let's start with Interference Violet. We take, those two have got the sparkle in, those two have got the sparkle in, so I don't want to put anything on top of them, and those ones I can all use. Okay. So you can see that violet in there. So let's get a little stick. Now you don't want a lot because the resin must be transparent for the UV rays to actually be able to penetrate and cure it. So don't be tempted to like think, oh, I'm going to put loads in, because I don't think that's going to work. And I've never done this before with these products. Let's put these in here. Move the kaleidoscope and that because we've used that already. Move that out the way. Let's put these in so that anybody who wants to see what I'm using, you can actually see what I am, and you can order it from me if you want. That might even be too much, to be honest. Okay, so we've got, let's move that one out of the way. Those two. Let's do green interference. Like my stick. We can always add more, but you can't take it away, right? And if you add too much, then it's not going to cure, is it? Oh goodness, come on. There we go. Can't get my hands working today. So that's green interference. Violet interference. So we've got the violet sparkle interference, and we've got violet sparkle. Violet interference. Two different products. Okay. And we'll add Max White Sparkle to something else, I think, at this point. So let's just mix these and see what we'll get. I can really see with the black against that. Can you see that violet? Wow. That colour is intense. That is stunning. Sorry to be... Oh, wow. And it's really standing out. It's cream colour, but when you look at it on against my black gloves, can you see that colour interference? Wow. That's really, really bright and vivid. That is stunning. Alright, so that's violet interference. Alright, let me get a wipe. Okay, let's do the next one. Dry that off. So this one is green interference, so you can see against my glove. Get rid of that hair. And you've seen how tiny amount I've added. Wow. Now I've seen other I've used other interference products actually, and these colours are really vivid. These are going to be amazing. Alright, so can you see that with green against my black? Wow, that is really nice. That's green interference. Alright, this one is blue. Oh my goodness. Can you see? Wow. That is wicked. Seriously, wow. That is a beautiful interference blue. Can you see that colour against my black glove? That is amazing. Amazing. So that is the blue. Wow. And this is, let me just dry that off, get the liquid off. This one is the Violet Sparkle Interference. Oh my goodness, that is, oh, I think that could be one of my new favourites, everyone. Wow. Can you see that? Can you see it? I'm hoping you can see it. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. The white Max Sparkle as well. Just do a little bit of that as well while we're doing this. While we're having a little play. This goes everywhere, this dust. It is just, I love it. But don't breathe. And again, I don't want a lot, because a little of this stuff goes a real long way. All right. Oh, wow. Yes. I'm so glad I found it, Kim. I was telling Kim the other day, she goes, if you can't find it, let me know. I'll send you some more on your order. I says, no, I'm going to find it. It's right under my nose. I'll find it. And sure enough, it was somewhere I didn't think I'd put it. But can you see that sparkle in the UV? Beautiful. Let's start with a teardrop. Actually, and these ones here, as I said before, have got, where have I put it now? Oh yeah, the kaleidoscope. These have got the kaleidoscope powder mixed in with the ebony luster. So if you can see, you can really see those colours, the kaleidoscope colours in there. Now I'm going to have to move these out of the way because I don't want, or block them. Well, how can I block them? I don't want the UV resin, the UV light. So I'm just going to move them out of the way and I'll just pick them as I need them. I don't want that UV light to cure my mixed pigments. Okay, so I'm blocking that. I think I'm blocking it enough. And we'll just turn my lamp that way a bit so that it's not going near it. Okay, hopefully we're okay with that. See, and I'm going to zoom into this bit here now as I do this so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to attempt to pick it up. See how I'm picking it up with the little stick? And place it down. If it'll work. If not, I'll have to get another tool. Come on. Okay. Let's get a few more. So you can, and I don't want it to go too close to the edge because otherwise when you do a top coat over it, you can have it overpoured. Look at the colours now. Can you see the kaleidoscope coming through there? You see the different colours of that kaleidoscope with the iridescent bubbles. How beautiful is that? So you can really make some interesting jewellery with these products, pendants or key rings or whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to try and fill this one a little bit. That is stunning. I love it. So those iridescents are picking up those kaleidoscope colours in the ebony luster. And it is creating magic in front of the eyes. It's quite a big one. I'll put that big one at the top. Wow. Just need a little one. Couple of little ones, please. And you could build up in the middle if you want to, but I actually don't want to do that. I want it to be fairly, whoops, fairly flat. So I might have to take a couple of them off because too many came off at once. And as I told you, I don't want it too close to the edge because otherwise the UV resin doesn't dome properly when you cover it. Okay. So let's do this one, and I'm just going to do the bottom half of this one. Or a bottom layer. I'm not going to do all of it, is what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want to, you know, you can create magic in any way with resin. UV, interference colours, micas, chameleons, whatever you want to use, but these interference bubbles then give you dimension and allow you to create something totally unique that nobody else is doing. Well, they might be now. They all order these iridescent bubble beads if they haven't already ordered them from my last UV resin piece that I did. So I'm just going to put them there, okay? So let me go ahead and cure that. I'll just give that a wipe so it doesn't cure on the metal. And we'll pop those two in them under the UV lamp. Okay, so these are cured now to my liking. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see? Gorgeous. How it really picks up those kaleidoscope colours. Let's go and do a couple of iridescent droplets, okay, of the different colours, interference, and see how these look. So almost like the teardrop or the raindrop effect that everyone's doing. That's the blue. This is the violet sparkle. That's the blue. This one is the Max White sparkle. This is the violet interference. And the green interference. Okay. Now let's just bob that under the lamp again. Those colours now. Look at that. Can you see? You can really see those interference colours. That's in UV resin, and you can see it is fully cured. Just don't use too much and think it's not enough, because you need the UV rays to penetrate for it to work, okay? So look at that, something different. And then we can just go ahead and top coat. Dome, it should say. Okay. I'm just making sure I've got all those edges nicely covered and no bubbles. Look at that. That is so cute. Now I need to get it into there without moving that. There we go. That's better. All right, so this one now. I'm just going to put that there like that. This one now I can top coat. And down. And just again, just push it to the edges, making sure we've got no bubbles and all the edge surfaces are touching. No misbits. I think that means just a touch more in it. Just to push it out a little bit. Make sure it's not pulling away from the edges. Because I'm noticing, you just need to be careful, because I'm noticing that as I was doing it, it was pulling away from the corners. There we go. Again, blue interference. And we'll do, yeah, I know. All right, so we'll do blue interference, and we'll do Max White Sparkle, and yeah, that'll do. Just do those two and clear. That's what we'll do. Okay, so let's get, oh, we'll just use this because it worked quite well, didn't it, before? So I'm going to do, oh, that's not Max White Sparkle, that's Violence Interference. That's green. Max White Sparkle. So I want clear at the front. I'm going to do white, the white sparkle here, and the blue at the back. Let's do the blue first. And you just want a thin layer of this. You don't want it thick, because otherwise, like you said before, we won't get that. We won't get the UV lights penetrating through. So you can see how much I'm using, very, very little bit. And you can see this colour is producing lots of different shades as I'm doing this and moving it around. And don't be thinking you have to do a straight line either, because we're replicating the ocean here. Okay, and then we'll put the white sparkle as the ocean line at the front. Possibly should have put it a bit thicker down, really. Okay. I should have done a cream deluxe, shouldn't I, as well? Shall we do a quick cream deluxe? I did have the beach, and I don't know where I've put that either, which is a bit annoying. So let's get this. Okay. and get our Cream Deluxe. And this will be our beach. Again, very tiny, come on, pick up, very tiny amount. That's our Cream Deluxe. That's gorgeous, isn't it? All right, so let's mix that one. That's got like a gold in it, cream, beautiful. And we'll put that down actually as our beach. Oh, that looks really nice actually. That was a good choice. Okay, Cream Deluxe. I'm going to put a little bit more Max White Sparkle over the Cream Deluxe. And we'll get a bit more blue just to push that down again because it's pushing back. All right. Stunning. Let's get that one under the lamp. Okay, so let's go. Let's have trees. Should we try and do trees with the blue sky? Let's do blue sky first. I'm going to do this one in stages, I think. I should mix up a white as well, shouldn't I, really? Should we do a white as well as a cream? Let's do a bit more than that for the sky. I want most of it blue, I think, with this one. This is fun, eh? We're just playing. Doesn't have to have any purpose. We're just testing colours, what they look like, what you can do with UV resin. I love playing with resin, honestly. It's so much fun. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I love how that blue comes out. Let's go a bit lower. I love, 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 beautiful. Stunning. Okay, so that's those two done. So I've still got these to play with, so I'll pop those ones up there, they're done. And now these ones. Now this one here, I love how that blue, look at that blue, how it's got all that detail on it. Can you see the lines? And that sparkle is stunning. And the beach. So I'm going to dome that, and then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do a tree. Well, I'm going to do greenery, I think, possibly. So let's dome this one first and get that under the lamp. Okay. Okay, so make sure I've got those corners. Yep. All right, let's get that under the lamp. And let's do this design on here. Okay, so let's use our little one, and we're going to use the green. Don't know how this is going to turn out. It might be okay, it might not. Sorry, it's a bit hard to see with my gloves in the way, isn't it? Okay, let's get that under the lamp. So let's do a round one. I haven't done a round one yet. Let's do a violet sparkle and Max White sparkle. Let's pour it. Oh no, we'll just put it on with the big side. Mix it up, make sure all that sparkle is in your resin. And I'm just going to put it in the middle and let that move itself out. This one's got quite a deep crevice on it. Okay. Just going to push that out a little bit. Sorry, it's hard to do and keep it still for you to see. There we go. So I pushed it all out everywhere, covered everything with that sparkle. Let's get that in under the lamp. That is beautiful, can you see? That is so lovely. I love it. Love that. Stunning, actually. Right, let's go back to our green. And I'm going to build up this tree a little bit more. Just going to go over the top. Make it a little bit more 3D. You have to do this fairly quickly because you don't want it sort of running off and not staying on the top until it's cured. So there we go, get that back under. And then let's get our Max White Sparkle, and let's go around the outside. All right, I'm coming, Kenny. Oops, I've dropped it now, rushing. All right, Henny, I'm coming. I'm coming, boo-boo. I'm coming. Wait a minute. You want to get out? I'm not sure. I thought I'd left the door open for you, honey. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Get that under there. This is unicorn paste. And I've not used this yet either. This is something I ordered off Amazon. But this one has to dry. Yeah. Let's just touch it. This will dry 3D. Let's try that. Called unicorn paste, and it's designed for cardstock, not for resin, but it dries clear and then you get this unicorn effect. So what I'm actually going to do is put it under the UV lamp, which is heated obviously, to see if we can't dry it out quicker, and then use it and see what effects we can get with this. Get these two out. Got this one and our tree. So see that now it's building up, that tree level, can you see? All right, so I want it a bit more 3D. Get that under. Let's get another container. You having fun with me with this? Again, I don't need lots, so, and I'm just going to run it. So now I'm just going to go dot, and we'll see how that goes. Beautiful, that's perfect. There we go. So when we use that now, it's quite transparent, it's not opaque, and we're only going to use it in, you know, tiny bits. Blue ocean, This blue is gorgeous, isn't it? I'm just going to plonk a load on and then we'll spread it out. Should do, I think. Oops. Right, let's do Cream Deluxe. Really see that gold pop, can't you, when you add it against the black? Let's leave a gap. Actually, let's not leave a gap. All right, let's get that in under the lamp, and let's put some little leaves. I'm just doing some tiny little dots just to sort of give the impression of leaves. Let's use the other side and do some smaller dots. And let's do a couple little dots down here as if they've blown off. Let's get that onto the lamp. Let's get our ocean one and go back with this one for a minute. Are we? Yeah. Oh, I've got a bubble there. Didn't see that. It's okay. Right, let's get our white. Let's do clear first. I don't know whether this will work or not. This will be interesting if it works, won't it? So I'm just going to push this back. I don't want it coming forward, so let's just put it on an angle. Just while we push out the clear. Right. This will be interesting, so I'm just going to put it flat now. Oy, oy, oy. Whew. I'm going to try something different. So I'm going to get this, because this has got that, because it's the top cell, I'm just adding and then let's just see if we can't blow it a little bit and see what happens. Right. Oh, yes, it worked. All right, let's just go heat. and let's get it under the lamp. I'm excited. I'm going to put some of these bubble beads on here, on top of this purple and the white. See what effect we get. Iridescent bubble beads. Right, I've got too many there. That's cute. Might put a little bit of Max White Sparkle again around that outside edge. Hopefully this gives you some ideas of what you can use and how you can be creative and do your own designs, and that you can just play and see what you get. You don't have to do it as a business. You don't have to do it, you know, for anybody else but yourself. But you can just play and have fun. And then, you know, make it for friends and family, or do yourself some markets if you want to. Whichever you choose. That's cute. I love that. Let's get that under the lighting. Let's get our little oh my gosh, I love that. I really, really love that. In fact, I'm going to do another layer of clear and blow it again. Again, I don't want it coming forward, I want it staying back. Okay, and flat and white, stay there. Right, let's blow it quickly. So far I've gone over the edge, that's a mistake. We don't want it over the edge. And get it under the lamp. Wow, I love that. Oh, that is really nice. Okay, and I'm loving that design. Can you see? Okay. Where's my tool? Now what I'm just doing is top coating over it just to give it that final clear look. Just doming it so it's all one level, and I love that. I don't know about you, but that to me is a complete success at being able to blow some waves in your UV resin. Beautiful, I love it. Do you love it? That's stunning to me. I'm really happy with that. Let's just get that on there. See how we've got with that. Now, just see it pulling away a little bit, so I'm just going to add a little bit more in the centre, just to give it a bit more of a dome. And let's get that under the lamp. Oh, I'm so happy. And just to let you know, the unicorn paste is drying, so that is working. Now this one here, I love it, and it's got dimension on it. Now you could top coat it, but I'm actually going to leave it now with that look where it's got the 3-dimension. I love that. I think that is so pretty and unique. So I'm going to leave that one there. So we've got a few little designs happening.